Hi, I'm an old guy and I do maths, and we are trying to establish the volume of this object, which has got an unusually shaped face and a length of 9 units with a base of 3 and a height to here of 4. Now, the trick with all things like this, especially where you have an unusual looking face, if the rest of the object follows that shape as this does, looks rather like an old-fashioned bread bin or something like that. If the rest of this object follows this shape, then if we can establish the area of this face, all we have to do is multiply it by the length of this particular shape. Call it a prism, if you will. Okay, so let's have a look at how this is made. What we have is we have a right angle triangle, and we have a sort of a semicircle, well, in fact, a semicircle, which I've drawn rather badly. And very kindly, when the problem was set, this line was drawn across here, which is a clue to how we approach this. If we look at this triangle, I'll draw it here on its own so you can see it really clearly. If you look at this triangle, if that's 3 and that's 4 and this is a right angle, 3 squared plus 4 squared, so 3 squared plus 4 squared, equals 5 squared. That's 9 plus 16 equals 25. So this side is 5. This is a 3, 4, 5 triangle. What that tells us is, in my imperfectly drawn semicircle, that the radius here is 2.5. So we can establish the area of this triangle, which is pretty easy. That's 4 times 3 is 12, divided by 2. So that's base times height over 2. That equals 12 divided by 2, which equals 6 units. We don't know what these units are. So it's 6 units squared because we're looking at area. Now we're going to figure this one out. And this is a semicircle, so it's pi r squared divided by 2. So that is pi times 2.5 squared is 6.25, and we're going to divide that by 2. So it's out with the calculator. It's out with the calculator for that one. So pi times 6.25 divided by 2. Pi times 6.25 divided by 2 is, I'll write it down here, 9.82 units squared. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this to this, and that will give us the total area of this face. So we'll do it up here. 6 plus 9.82, that is 15.82 units squared. So we now have the total surface area of this shape here, which is comprised of a triangle and a semicircle. We found the length of this side using Pythagoras. We could get from that if the whole distance here is 5, the radius is 2.5. Pi r squared gives us pi times 6.25. We divide that by 2 to get the area of a semicircle. So we wound up with 6 and 9.82, giving us a total of 15.82 units squared. Now, we know that the length of this is 9, so if we multiply this by 9 units, what we're going to get is 15.82 times 9. We're going to get 142.38 units cubed, because we have units squared times units, which gives us units cubed. The volume of this is 142.38 units cubed. Sorry, I'll get that into shot and I'll just say all that again. We add the area of the triangle and the semicircle. We get 15.82 units squared, which is this face here. Multiply it by 9 units. We get 142.38 units cubed. It's units cubed, not only because it's volume, but because it's units squared times units. That's our answer. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.